What if Godzilla wasn't just a movie monster, but actually real? Imagine a skyscraper-sized creature emerging from the ocean. Let's break down what that would mean for Earth, scientifically, socially, and maybe even politically. First off, Godzilla is usually shown as being 350 feet tall and weighing over 100,000 tons. Physics says that that's basically impossible. A creature that size would collapse under its own weight, because muscle and bone can only support so much mass unless it had some kind of unknown biology, maybe with lighter than expected bones or even an energy source that helps defy gravity. If Godzilla lived in the ocean, it would completely change marine ecosystems. Think about it. One creature that big would need to eat the equivalent of thousands of whales or nuclear energy sources just to survive. Shipping routes, fishing industries, even coastal cities would be constantly on alert. How would humanity react? Governments would pour trillions into defense systems. Coastal evacuation drills would become normal. Entire cities like Tokyo, San Francisco, or New York might not even be considered safe places to live anymore. And if Godzilla was radioactive, nuclear energy programs would face massive public backlash. Social media would go crazy. Some people would panic, others would worship Godzilla like a god. Tourism industries might even cash in. Godzilla tours to the latest sighting spot. He'd be both a symbol of fear and fascination. Here's the problem. At 350 feet tall, Godzilla breaks the laws of biology. The square cube law says that as something grows bigger, its weight increases way faster than its strength. A creature that huge would collapse under its own mass. So, how do we fix it? First, the skeleton. Instead of normal bone, Godzilla could have a super strong material. Think carbon nanotube, like bone fibers, that could hold up his body. Next, the circulation problem. No single heart could pump blood through something this massive, so Godzilla would need multiple hearts and a super efficient lung system, like birds, moving oxygen constantly through his body. But here's the real kicker. What does he eat? A creature this size would need more calories than all the whales in the ocean. Impossible, unless Godzilla doesn't live on food at all. Instead, he's powered by radiation. His cells convert nuclear energy directly into fuel, which also explains his trademark atomic breath. On land, his legs would need shock-absorbing tissues, almost like hydraulic pistons, to spread out his weight. That's why his wide stance and massive tail make sense. They keep him balanced and stable. But the truth is, Godzilla would thrive best in the ocean. Water gives him buoyancy, makes his size possible. On land, he's terrifying. In the sea, he's unstoppable. In the end, science tells us Godzilla couldn't survive with normal biology. But what if his body evolved with radiation-powered cells, multiple hearts, and carbon-strengthened bones? Suddenly, he's not just possible, he's unstoppable. So the question is, if Godzilla was real, would humanity fight to destroy him, or learn to live in his shadow? What do you think? Could we actually survive Godzilla? So if Godzilla were real, humanity would face its biggest challenge yet. But luckily for now, he stays in the movies. If you enjoyed this dive into the science of the impossible, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next What If breakdown. And let me know in the comments, would you want Godzilla as Earth's protector, or do you think we'd stand no chance? Thanks for watching, and remember, sometimes science is scarier than fiction.